anglers, and welcome back to Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2, where today we're going to be trying out a tournament. I know some people said they wanted to see one, so I'm going to bring you one today. I've been doing just basically tournaments recently. Once you get to a certain level, I only have fun doing tournaments, it seems like. I already entered one because sometimes we're going to be doing a regular tournament here. Regular tournaments can only have 10 participants, and this is a popular one, largest fish. So I already went ahead and entered myself into it. We do have, I think it was 40 minutes when it started. And sometimes these fill up fast, but being a Sunday evening, I don't know how popular the servers are. I am actually just entered into a daily tournament as well, largest fish. Those are the ones I like to do because it just takes one cast to put you on top, basically. The other tournaments are for the most amount of fish. So like in a 24-hour period, which these tournaments usually are, entry fees are like $8.50. Yeah, it's just a matter of how many fish you can catch in 24 hours. If you get someone that's on there all day long, they're probably going to win it. There's also all the tournaments for the weight, the total amount of weight you catch in 24 hours. Or same thing for regular tournaments. Either largest fish, number of fish, or the weight that you're looking for. But we're going to just go ahead and do the 40-minute one, which is down to 35 minutes. So far, 3 out of 10 players have entered. No one's caught anything yet. Of course, I haven't been there yet. The allowed method is spinning rods, which is basically the main thing I fish with. And I think most people fish with right now in Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2. Let's go ahead and enter. We're going on the Russia map. And we need beluga sturgeon. That's what we're after. And something in the upper 70 kilograms is what we're looking for. Usually wins these kind of things. Let's go ahead and we're just going to teleport over to position number 1 because that's the hot spot. This map will be redone. The Kiel Canal map was just redone as well, at least cosmetically on the outside. But as for the waters seem to be the same. So the hot spots there are still the same. So when they redo the Russia map, I think the bodies of water are going to be the same area. But the way it looks on the outside, above the surface of the water, is going to change a little bit here and there. So we're going to see what we can do here. Right now there's just 3 players. Oh, well, the prize pool is up to 200, so that means 4 players have now entered. So in the upper part of the screen, you can see it shows the top 3 fishermen currently, but since no one's caught anything, doesn't mean anything. But if we press F6, it'll show, well, now there's 5 people. When they start seeing largest fish tournaments, everyone starts to join on in. So we're half full. We'll see how we get along here. So far in Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2, since I last talked to you, updates come quite often, like at least once every 2 days, if not every day. Fixing little bugs here and there. This game still needs some work with the dancing fish, as I like to call them. The fish have gotten harder to fight. It's harder to catch the bigger fish. I think when I showed you the hot spot here last time, it was quite easy just to catch everything if you use the right lure and everything, getting 60 kilograms and over almost all the time. But now it's not quite like that. So they're tweaking it as they go along. Of course, the more people play, the more we can learn. So that's what they're kind of doing there. As for fighting the big fish here, it's not going to be a big concern for me. Being level 30 that I am now, I got the best pole that I could have for spinning a rod. I got the best reel. And I got the best line that I can have for being level 30. And these fish do not cause me any problems whatsoever. Let's see, I got 72 meters of line left on here. So I may have to buy some new line as we're going along. That's the one thing I kind of like about Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2 is that when you want to buy something, you don't have to exit the lake area, go to a store, buy something. You just got to hit escape and then go to the store, buy it, and you're still right where you were. Kind of plain and simple here. Let's see if we can go ahead and catch ourselves a fish, at least get ourselves on the board. Looks like someone's already caught one, which is quite common. It's going to be all beluga sturgeon that we should see up there. Nothing else. That's all we should see. I am using the right one. Yeah, Saracuda Bainer 105S. There we go. And I got my first bite here. And once you fish enough, you can kind of tell by the equipment they're using and the tension they're putting on your line, rod, and reel exactly what kind of type of fish you're going to catch on here. Weight-wise, that is. This one's not too bad. So actually, already got 6 entries in here, which is not too bad for a Sunday evening, I think. And there is our fish. Let's bring her on in. How do we do here? 65.44. That's not too bad to start with. Gets us on the board. But I'm definitely not comfortable with a fish that size. So let's keep on. If I catch one like 78, 79, something like that, I'd be like, well, I'm like 95% sure I could win the tournament. But anything other than that, and then, you know, it basically comes down to if you're catching, at least on the Russian map, and you're trying to do what we're doing here, if you're catching the fish like I just did, like the 60 kilograms and above, if you see people catching those type of fish, I already got another one, it just comes down to RNG, really, because it's just a matter of the game giving you the fish that you're looking for. I do actually have 3 profiles on Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2. I have my original one, which was the demo one, which I don't use anymore. This one right here is what I call the normal one, because that's what they call it. And I do have a realistic one as well. But the normal one I'm basically working on. The realistic one does not let you look underwater. I can show you that here in just a second if you haven't seen it yet. So the realistic one, you can't see underwater. You can't see your lure. The realistic one in the bottom right hand corner, you can see my line, rod, and reel tension meters. That's not there on the realistic profile when you fish, so you can't see how much tension is being put on. But you can see other things, and it doesn't show the lure that when you're reeling in the lure either. This one's going to be pretty darn good, just like the last one. Getting 2 in a row is going to be kind of neat. Sometimes it can fool you, though. All right, a little bit better. 70.62. Let's go and release that. So in case you haven't seen it on a normal profile when you cast and you got yourself a lure, in the upper right hand corner it shows you the lure that you're using and tells you that it should be going at the bottom of that definition. It says that it should be going straight, and right below that you can see my lure says it's going straight, and you can see it's nice and green. The greener it is, the more attractive it is to the fish, and when a fish hits it, you'll see that lure dance around everywhere. But on a realistic profile, you don't have that either. So you kind of got to go down to, on the realistic profile, on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you can see like a white circle, and there's a little blue meter on that. That's the drag right now that's currently being put on my line. And when the fish bites it, you'll see that drag kind of go around. So you can kind of go by that. You can kind of try to watch the tip of the fishing pole as well. When it starts acting kind of weird, you might have a bite. Realistic profile, I tried it for like about an hour, and I'm like, I'm not ready for this. Let's just go in and have some fun. So you can see my lure is bouncing around up and down quite a bit. I think I've won 2 tournaments so far. I haven't really kept track. The first one, you remember your first one, and that was a good battle with. I can't remember what their name was. I apologize. So I'm not going to bother saying it, but we battled. It was all my tournaments have been largest fish, and we were battling left and right through the whole tournament. They take the lead, then I take the lead. They take the lead, I take the lead. It kept going back and forth, and I got the lead with like 7 minutes to go, and that was it. I think that was in Jackson, the whole map, and we were going for the largest fish, and the largest fish there is the rainbow trout. And I think I won with like a 9.38 kilogram rainbow trout. They finished 0.01 kilogram below me, so it just comes down to RNG sometimes. It also helps if you have the best equipment, because the best equipment, you're going to reel in your fish a little bit quicker. If you don't have top-notch equipment and you're trying to reel in like a beluga sturgeon, like we are, it can take a while. So the longer it takes you to bring a fish in, less cash you have, less chances you have to catch a fish. And also the higher level you are, the more skill points you've used. And I got all my skill points on the right side of the skill tree. So right now I got 10% chance more attractive lure. Fish get tired quicker. Those kind of traits. I didn't really go with money and such like that, because money is not a problem. It always is at the beginning, like any game. But once you get going, the money just, yeah, I release fish. I don't really keep them that often. The only ones I do keep are the ones that could be trophies. And the only time I do keep them is when I do need money. So that's about it. I got like 70 grand or so. Okay, it looks like we're going up the charts a little bit more. So right now, this is why I release them, because I get 1121 XP for keeping it. But if I release it, I get 1682. The price is over 1,000. Yeah, they haven't fixed this yet. So when the price of the fish is over 1,000, it doesn't show up. And yep, I'm tossing it back. Don't need it. Like I said, if I need the money, I can come in here or other maps and get tens of thousands of dollars in a matter of like half an hour, whatever. Not that big of a deal. See, the prize pool's up to 350, so we got 7 players in here currently. So if I hit F6, we can see all the players that are in here or that have entered into the tournament. And anyone that you see in the bottom left-hand corner where the chat is catching fish, this map is for the tournament players only, so you don't have non-tournament players in here. So if I hit, well, I'll wait until I bring this on in. And then you can see the amount of people that are actually in here fishing. So if you're wondering, if you're in a tournament and you're wondering, all right, the guy in first place, the fisherman in first place, are they fishing right now? You can just check the chat to see if they're fishing. Well, if they're on the map, they may not be fishing, but they're logged into the map here. I'm probably not going to show you all the rest of the 25 minutes. I'll probably do a jump cut here. I'll keep recording, but if I catch anything bigger in the meantime, at least I'll be recording when we catch it. And then if I don't catch anything spectacular, I'll probably bring it back for like the last 4 or 5 minutes. Yep, we're going to go ahead and release this one right here. But yeah, if you hit enter, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're actually all right now, fishing currently in the tournament. We're on the map. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just keep on fishing here. If I catch bigger ones, like I said, I'll be recording. I can show you that. And if not, then I'll probably see it for like the last 3 or 4 minutes. But it's just me casting, catching beluga sturgeons, and keep hoping that you get the bigger ones. Well, we're at the 20-minute mark. We are now up to 9 out of 10 participants. And I've dropped a second. Not a big surprise. Like I said, it usually takes upper 70s to win this kind of a tournament. And this fish here, this is why I'm bringing it back. It seems like it could be a potential one to maybe retake the lead. So we will see here in just a moment. I got to be careful with my fingers on my mouse because the drag, a couple times I hit my middle mouse wheel and I lower the drag, and I hear the line go. I'm like, why is the line going out? It's like, oh yeah, because you got your drag below 100. What do we got here? Well, that's 71.88. So I did move up on my personal score so far in this one here. But, yep, not quite where we need to be yet. So keep on fishing. Four minutes to go, and I'm still sitting second. But that's not what we came here for. We came here to win the darn thing. I've caught maybe 5 or 6 in the 50s and 60 kilograms. Maybe half dozen below that. But nothing that we're looking for currently. But it's very rare I make a cast and don't catch something. And this is not going to do it. You can tell by the tension they're putting on the line, rod, and reels. It's not going to do it. But sometimes that can be tricky. I've had a couple, though, come up and you think, oh, that's not a big fish. And then it is. So never say never until you actually got the fish on shore. I got about maybe 2 more casts in me before the end of this thing. All right, it was bigger than I thought, 47. I'm going to release that. I will show you quickly the underwater because I said I was going to. Because on the normal profile, you can do that. But I don't prefer doing this anymore. It's just kind of too annoying in a sense for me to do so. But you can see your lure. You can see all the fish that are under here. But the fish do spawn in and then sometimes despawn. But you can always tell when a fish is coming for your lure by the way it swims. Just have a look around. You can see it's all mostly beluga sturgeon that's down here. Come on, we're looking for a 76.14 kilogram sturgeon somewhere. Anywhere. Sometimes it's hard to tell when they're underwater with it, you know. Oh, that one on the right looks like a nice size. Looks like we got one coming for you. You can see the water bubbles on top. He's doing the glitch where the fish go up to the top of the surface and they do a little bobbing dance at the top. And now you can see him coming for it. And boom, he's got it. Problem is I can't see the way I'm fighting until I go above water. So that's why I like staying above water. I got one more cast left in me. And that'll be it. Yep, that's not going to do it for us. I mean, second's not too bad either. I'm just surprised that only one person's caught an upper 70 size. No, we don't want underwater anymore. No thanks. Although the underwater would come in kind of handy for the last cast, because I could, if I see one chasing after, I can reel in rather fast and get it kind of close to shore so I don't have to fight it. But yeah, I don't like doing that. It's not that big of a deal. Now, finishing in the top 3 of any tournament, you do get a prize reward and ranking points. You can see a bluegill sturgeon over there on the shore doing the bobbing thing. So he'll probably come after our lure. It's one of the glitches they need to fix. Question is, can I reel it in time? How far are we? We're almost 20 meters out. And he's got a little bit of tension on that line there. So it's a decent one, but I don't think it's going to do us what we're looking for. If I can get it in. I only got 17 seconds here. Yeah, I'm not going to get this one in. Tick-tock. Yeah, it takes about 3 seconds just to get to the reel in part, so who knows what that fish would have been. But looks like we're going to finish second. So, I forgot, was it $50 to enter? So I got a $90 reward and I got 50 rank points. The daily ones, obviously it's $850 to enter and the rewards are a little bit better. So I got $100 cash and 50 rank points for finishing second. So the daily tournaments, like I said, they're $850. This one requires feeder rods. Zaliz? Lesniko? Is that Polish? I think that's Polish. It might be in Poland. Right now, 11 or 22 participants. And that's why I said largest fish are always nice tournaments because you can enter with 1 hour to go. And everyone could have like 20 kilogram carp over there. And you catch a 21 kilogram in one cast. And it's like, oh, that was fun. And everyone else has been fishing maybe for 19 hours, but who knows? Let's see. Anything else I should be showing you here? How many tournaments so I've won 4 tournaments. They're not that hard to win. I mean, if you know the hot spots and what lures to get, it's just a matter of RNG, getting the right fish. But other than that, not too bad. Am I doing any quests currently? I'm caught up on all the quests stuff for European eel, which I'm not really going after. And yeah, we're doing all fine there. But that is a tournament. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the skills. So I went down the Dodger tech tree first. You receive 5% more experience for each fish you catch, which is nice. Helps you rank up faster, which means the faster you rank up, the more skill points you get. The key ones are also increasing your fish net to twice as, increasing the level of your fish net twice as fast is okay, I guess. Fish get tired 5% faster. Seeing underwater, I don't see that as a big thing yet. Increase the lure effectiveness by 10% and accelerates the time it takes to get a bite. Of course, the more catches you get, the more XP you get, the faster it goes. The aquariums, I don't really do. Fish get tired 10% faster. I don't really notice that too much. And of course, on this side of the tech tree, it's all about money. And when you level up, you do get bonuses for like 5 to 6 minutes, depending on how many points you got, because you can extend it. Where you get a bonus time of more XP and more money. But the time is so short, I don't see that as effectiveness. And yeah, you can see money-wise, I'm sitting at 74,000, and the only way you get money is actually keeping fish and then selling them. And I've released most of my fish at this point. I just don't bother. Until they come up with something in the store that may be really expensive. The money, I don't think, is... The Economist Tech Tree line, I would just say not go for that too much. Definitely go down the Dodger line first, and then go the Economist at will. But anyways, some of you guys want to see the tournament? There's a quick little tournament for you. I finished second. Sorry I didn't finish first, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2. But until then, have a good one. Just notice I'm close to leveling up to level 31.